Freaking call a cage truck. Hurry up. Don't touch him, dude. Are you retarded? Do you need an assistance animal, mate? I train him if you want one. You definitely do, sweetheart. Take you out. No, he doesn't have to leave, bro. You're just trying to instigate him now, bro. He's just trying to instigate him so the security do something. Bro, it's sorting water out. You guys harassing and... Do it, princess. Dude, you're an idiot. I straight up, guys. I train my dogs so well. If you fucking start anything, I'll make them bite your dicks off, hey? Hey, princess.
You shouldn't say that.
That
wouldn't make it any better.
I've trained these dogs like a motherfucker, guys. If anything kicks off, and the other two are here and come, okay? Let's keep it chill. You guys are the ones that are causing fear and alarm and breaking the law, brother. I'm sorry. I've showed you my assistance card, bro. They're allowed anywhere, brother. Anywhere. I'm sorry I have to put you boys through this. Fuck you two, white fucks, and you two, you boys. I'm so sorry I have to fucking... It is. I showed you all the freaking card. I have it recorded. I've recorded him coming up to me saying my dogs are the issue. This is already work. Get the cage truck, please. They didn't even fucking charge me last time. They just let me go from Day Street. How long is a cage truck to you? Wait. Am I detained, by the way?
Currently, we're trying to investigate.
Yeah, so I'm detained, just to know.
At the moment, no. What I want you to do is to leave this location because, as we described, your behaviour is causing...
After the fact, yes, bro. If I get harassed for my sister's dogs, yes, I will quite get very upset, mate. If you had children and they got freaking harassed, I'm sure you'd be very similar too. They're my kids, bro. I'm practicing for fucking being a father, and I'm quite good at it.
Now, in my case, I went for a bike ride to go see my dad today. Thought Stella can go for a run. As here we're at a country town, and a lot of people take their dogs for a run when you're on the bike. Right, we have some trail. There's one just up the road from up here you can walk onto. It goes for quite a distance, and you'll see a lot of people on that, mainly on these type of trails, taking their dog for a run. Right? Every now and then on these trails, when you're on there, you might have a dog run past you and might go, roof, roof, might give you a little fright, might run up behind you, give you a fright a little bit like the bikes do on these paths. That's just life, you know. You can get little bits of fright. Right? You might even hear people yell out, which is what I do a lot, before they get to you to tell you that it's fine. There's a dog. Right? Other than that, you should be pretty safe, as that most dogs, 99.9%, that are off the lead are usually a pretty good dog, right? Dogs that aren't very social or very good dogs would definitely want to be on a lead, but you've got to watch out when you have dogs off the lead for those type of dogs. So you've got to make sure that your dog will more likely back down, right, in a fight, right, when those kind of things happen. Now, Stella, my dog, who's American Staffy, she used to go to the dog parks all the time when she was younger, right? And so she doesn't have that instinct to kill. She's never attacked anything. Has she, Emma? No. Right? She's had little tests where she's gone a little bit when she was younger, and as she was growing up a little bit to a year or so, with other dogs, and definitely in the household, in your own area. That's what dogs are. It's a little bit like humans. And other than that, she doesn't even hurt a cat. She's cat friendly and everything. She's a beautiful, friendly dog, and they're very protective. That's all there is to it. A little bit like that guy was just talking about when it comes to, you don't want to arc anything up from protective. It's like being a dickhead around the president, right? And going to hit you can be all good, but if you get too close, too yelly, or go to hit the president, the security guard's going to get you, right? And that's what dogs are. And they come in all forms, right? And it doesn't matter what type of dog. They can all do pretty much the same type of damage. You've got German Shepherds, all sorts of dogs. Police use them. They all can inflict just as much damage, right? So when it comes to me today, I went for a ride, and she barked. And when she doesn't go out very often, she's very excited. She barks even run out the door sometimes. She goes, "Arr!" Doesn't she? Oh, lately, because she doesn't get out that much. And she likes to bark. She's a talker. I have her all the time out here, as you know, if you've been on my channel, doing videos all the time and showing how she plays and barks at the water and talks. She barks. It's her thing, barking. just like a little dog barks. You know, people not too worried about little dogs because if they bite, it's just little. But the littlest dogs are the most aggressive dogs. I don't take Tessa out, the dog that's here. She's old anyway. She's getting old, but not even years ago. As she's more aggressive. She's been too spoiled, too much. They haven't gone out enough, and things the world evolves around her. You know, those type of dogs. And you want them on a lead. She's all right on the lead, but if a dog comes up to her, she'll arc it up and probably get herself killed. Right? And I know people have dogs off the lead side. Don't take her out. I prevent that from happening. Or when we see dogs off the lead, we pick her up. But she was getting worse at age because she's a half Jack Russell, half Chihuahua. As she got older, she turned into a Chihuahua pretty much, right? And she started slowing down and getting arthritis and all that. So since Stella's been around, so she hasn't really gone out much at all. But she does occasionally. But when it comes to the aggressive dog and dangerous, and she would snap in your face and all that kind of stuff, if you went, try to pick her up, and you got that far, she'd snap in your face and all those kind of things. That's what those type of dogs can do. They're actually, you would never want a small dog's mind in a big dog because you'd have a pain in the ass dog. It's really weird how it's set up like that, but when you're small, you're more feisty. That's how it usually goes. And so I went for a bike ride, and usually people on bikes, all she'll do is maybe have a little quick woof 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 as they're on a bike, as I'm on a bike, and we're travelling up. She's, up to 10 metres in front of me here to the pond max. She doesn't get too far in front of me. She'll wait or slow down. Right? And so it gives me enough time to yell out when people come. She's fine. She might just bark at you. Just look out, which I do all the time. Right? And some people get a fright. They go up behind her. She accidentally goes woof as she runs past them. But that happens in life. People do that with bikes and rings and stuff like that. And so you've got to get used to that. That's just what it is. If you have a problem with that, that's your problem, not society's problem. You see, otherwise you end up becoming one of those what some people call lefties too much, where they complain about everything because the ball's around. We don't want that. And so I went for a bike ride, and she barked at a child on a bike, which lives close to me here. And she also barked at she didn't bark at all, actually. A little dog barked at her as I went up around the corner up further, because it's just up the road here, so the travel's up the road from here, down the road a little bit. There's some shops here on the corner up at the top here, and then up the road again to near a hospital, then back down, across, and back down this way. Sort of like that, kind of a trip. And she barked at that kid, and after that, she didn't bark. She got over it. But then she got approached by a little dog that was on a lead, with someone that was eating, and the little dog did a little bit like Tess. Lucky it didn't latch on. That's what I was worried about. Usually when I see dogs, I'd call her back, but it was a short little path where you come around a corner, and she was a little head, and it was all way too late to stop her at that point. But on the way back, I could, because it was a long path on the way back. So around the corner, so it goes right up road. So on the way back, after about half an hour, they were still there. I put her on a lead and walked past, and she's all fine. Nothing happened. The other dog's all fine. As I kept it from distance, as the other dog doesn't like it when you get to about a foot or so close to it, and then it goes yappy off its head and wants to kill you, and they have to quickly pick it up. And I had a little chat with them about the quick incident, and it goes both ways when it comes to animals, right? They all have their own different things, how they happen, and the risk we take when we go up the street with animals. And had a good chat, as far as I'm concerned. They're all happy, and told them about collars and stuff like that, how we should have coloured collars and vests, so we can see them from more of a distance, which they do, but they should be more of a standard thing, like always sold like that, so people more likely have it. You know what I mean? That's the thing that I talk about. It should become more of a government standard. Priority colours things for when you go out on that, you're around in your yard and all that, probably fine, but when you go out, it'd be good to have something like that. Would help out the safety for not only yourself but other people when it comes to animals in small towns and certain areas. But other than that, yeah, she was all good all the rest of the way. Didn't give anyone else a problem. And that was today. And so when I got home, I got into trouble from my dog barking, and now I've got they threatened to call the pound, and they don't want to hear any evidence that I'd have a video or someone was on the phone or anything like that. They don't want to hear all that. And we have people these days that just get upset and just have their own opinion, which is sad. And so I'm expecting a pound. And yeah, that was it. And they ended up in a big argument, and they threatened to kill me too. So people get very upset about certain things, and all I've got to say to them is what I said to them as they're yelling and screaming is, and I end up having to call the police, is that they need to learn to, be a bit stronger. Don't walk around out at places where there's going to be a dog that might bark, right? Don't move to a place that has a dog, as they've moved close to places that's got lots of dogs. Everyone's got dogs, right? And if you're scared of dogs, you wouldn't be around dogs and stuff like that. That's what we usually do in life, instead of just going out there and blaming everybody for just living their lives. Right? As I told them, they're the only ones that complain that I know of in a long time when it comes to things like dog complaints. As far as I'm concerned, people that are scared of dogs should just be more out of town or more in a city where they more likely wouldn't see dogs. But anyway, that's my opinion, and I thought I'd just chuck out an opinion on that clip like I always do. And have a good one, everybody, and I hope things turn out good for yourself, mate, with what happened there at the Opera House. And also, in my incident, I've had it happen a few times before, you probably know, and had claims, and they're no claims to do anything. The only thing I worry about is when people live close and they're like that, and they threat like that for no reason on a beautiful dog, is they bait them. So lucky my dog stays inside with me mostly, but I do have a couple of cats, so they can't get to something, they do something else to hurt you. See, that's the only thing I'd worry about when it comes to certain people, that they perhaps bait things. So it's good to talk about things when it comes to that too, just in case if things do happen when you've got to worry. It's good to talk about it because it can help figure out why such things could happen so quickly in a short period of time, or incidents like that. Because it does happen. I've researched a lot in that area, mate. And I've been through a lot, and I've lived in neighbourhoods and cities, and I've heard and seen what people have done besides the threats I get around myself. So it's very sad when it comes to the animals these days. And this is coming from a person that would video ducks, right? But they're afraid of dogs, obviously. So have a good one, and see you later.